Hi, everybody. Hey, before we dive into today's Devo, I want to make a special, urgent request about parking. As you can see, we are putting up the steel framework for the Hope Center. Look at that. It's so exciting. That means this crane is taking up space for a couple of weeks here in the church parking lot. So please plan to arrive about 5 minutes earlier than usual and park over here in the far Cabrillo parking lot, or even in the lot across the street. We have permission to park there too. That way the spots back here in the main church parking lot can be saved for visitors to our services this weekend, Saturday 6 p.m., Sunday 9 and 11. Thank you so much. And now on to today's Devo. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome again to our daily video Devos. Adrian Moreno is here with me today because Vintage Faith Church and Twin Lakes Church are doing this Daniel series this fall together. Our small groups, our sermons are exactly synced up. For example, Adrian this last weekend preached on Daniel chapter 4, which I preached on at Twin Lakes Church. Adrian was at Vintage Faith Church, and we've just been chatting about what a great chapter that was. Adrian, share with everybody what you were sharing with me about something that really resonated with you about Daniel 4.
Yeah, one of the things we talked about on Sunday was kind of talked a little bit more about Nebuchadnezzar this week, because it's really a lot about him, if not all about him. And he was this guy who loved to build big things, like the gates of Ishtar and the walls of Babylon, that 90-foot statue, that gold one from last week. And then his pride, lands him in the wilderness as an animal. And he's forced to be sort of in the woods or in the, whatever the wilderness was by him, and forced to look kind of around like an animal down by the ground. And there's this quote that I read, which really stood out to me. It says this: "He who thought himself a god was made to be a beast to learn that he was but a man." What I can imagine is Nebuchadnezzar on the ground, looking around at the trees and creation, and God saying, "Yeah, you built these really impressive gates and walls and cities, and he rebuilt the Tower of Babel. That's huge." And God says, "Why don't you look at that mountain over there? I built that. Oh, you built a 90-foot gold statue? That's cute. Look at this redwood."
Right.
And it was just this reminder, again, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and now chapter 4, a reminder to him, to Nebuchadnezzar, who's in charge? Who is God? It's not you.
When you were saying that, I was thinking of Psalm chapter 8, verses 3 and 4, those famous verses where it says, "When I look at the heavens, the work of your fingers, and the moon and the stars which you have set into place, what is man that you are mindful of him?"
Yeah.
And there's something about being in nature that right sizes us. So I think it's a great idea for all of us to, look, we're standing right in front of redwoods. We're lucky, blessed here in Santa Cruz County to be near the Pacific Ocean, the largest thing on Earth, the Pacific Ocean, the largest noun on the planet, and these redwood trees and forests. And it's a great idea to spend some time there, so that we can be right-sized as Nebuchadnezzar was. It puts both our pride and our problems in perspective.
Yeah. I would remind people, those of us that live here, sometimes we complain about how expensive it is, and I remind myself, go drive by the water.
I know.
To be reminded of how good God is, but the beautiful place that we live, and how glorious he is, and the beautiful things that he can make.
That's right. This is super fun doing this together.
Good to see you, Rene.
God bless you guys.
Good to see everybody.
Have a great day. Bye.